Thanks so much for joining me on the WSAZ Now Desk. Good morning, everyone. I'm Shannon Litton here on the WSAZ Now Desk this morning to discuss Week 3 of Fired Up Friday. And, of course, joining me, as always, is Joseph Payton. Joseph, thanks so much for being here again. We really appreciate you taking a little bit of time out of your day to talk with us, because I know, especially when it comes to the weekend, your schedule is super busy, to say the least.
Yeah, it's a little exhausting, but can't complain because it's football, right? Whether you're covering high school football in the mornings, high school football at night, doing the college stuff on Saturdays. Fun time of year. Yeah, have to catch up on sleep on Sundays and these Monday mornings.
Oh, definitely. All right, so last week on Friday, we went to Belfry. I want to play some of the video there that you were able to get there from Fired Up Friday, Week 2. Looks like they definitely brought the energy.
Remember what we told you last week about Ryan Chapman and the characters that maybe he could come out there with? You had Ric Flair last year. He comes out and does the Macho Man Randy Savage stuff. I imagine the video hasn't quite got there just yet. But they were fun. I would say they outdid themselves from last year. I think they had more people there. It was louder than it was last year, and that was a great pep rally we had there last year. But last Friday, man, Belfry brought it. They won their ball game later that night, too, so just a lot to be excited about down there, and they had a heck of a morning. I think that really showed our viewers kind of what Belfry is all about. At least I hope so, and that's kind of always the hope each Friday, is that they do what they do in a way that shows the rest of our audience who they are.
Right, and you can even see from these images, I mean, it's packed in there. Now we're getting to this, it looks like the pepperoni eating contest.
Oh, yeah.
Pepperoni roll eating contest, I should say, and I see a lot of tall boys of Mountain Dew here, too.
Yeah,
so.
These weren't like just the little individual
the
cans
12 ounces,
that had a little bit more in there, right?
Oh, yeah.
You had to really shake that thing up and put it down. But the kid that won that contest, you put down a pizza roll, chug the Mountain Dew, and I guess that's it. You win. First one to put it away wins.
And that's, pizza roll in itself, that's already, you're talking like a drier food because you're talking bread, even though the cheese does make it a little bit better. But Mountain Dew, it really, any sort of carbonated beverage, 16 ounces, 20 ounces, whatever that can was, I mean, that's a lot on one stomach, I would say.
What I noticed was that most of the kids put the pepperoni roll down first, and it went down pretty easy. Then you start getting into that tall boy of Mountain Dew, and it takes them a little bit. But old boy Tater Farrell there in the 78 jersey, he won this competition last year. He said before this one started, he looked at Sarah Banks' camera, and he said something to the effect of like, I'm the reigning, defending, undisputed pizza roll eating champion of Belfry. And he defended his title.
Everybody knows, man, that first crack on a can of pop, I mean, that first drink is always just filled with the most carbonation. So downing all of that, trying to get all that down in a short span of time, that's going to hurt.
And it's 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Now we're looking here. It looks like it's Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth. Quite the appearance here for Belfry High School.
Yeah, I tried to ask Miss Elizabeth what she thought of the football game that night, and Macho Man was not having that. He said, hey, don't talk to her. Then he insulted my hair, said it was crooked. I don't know what that means. I'll have to look in the mirror and see what's going on. But then Coach Matt Varney came out and put it on him. I mean, he had a baseball bat, kind of like Sting.
Yeah, kind of like Sting.
And then he put him in the Walls of Jericho there?
That is correct. That is the Walls of Jericho. I know we were trying to figure out what to call that move. That's the move I've seen most by Chris Jericho anyway. But
I have very surface level, wrestling knowledge.
Well, and it's been a minute.
To you,
it's been a minute for me too, to say the least. But you see him here you see Macho Man Randy Savage tapping out there for sure. So definitely one for the books. I think I heard the coach say that they thought they had close to about 1,000 people there. So
yeah, the principal, Mr. Hager did. He thought, of course, you're eyeballing it, so you just never know. But I take his word for it.
Oh yeah, I would too. I mean, that's a pretty packed gym, and obviously when you add in the community members, pretty easy to get to 1,000 that way. So, Joseph, this week 3 of Fired Up Friday, and we are going to Capitol High School. Haven't been there before, if I'm correct.
That is correct. So Capitol Cougars, it'll be the first time for them hosting Fired Up Friday. They actually have an away game this Friday. They go to Cabell Midland. But they gave us the green light and the thumbs up to go do Fired Up Friday there first thing in the morning. Coach Carpenter is back there. And so I feel like that football program has a little bit of a renewed energy, and they kind of have an upward trajectory and a higher ceiling. They're improving and they're getting better. And so, maybe if we can get there and just show off what Capitol's got going on and, have a good time with them, maybe that will catapult them into some more excitement and buzz around that program. So I'm looking forward to it. Don't know what to expect,
right,
but I'm looking forward to it.
It's always cool to get a new school, and actually this is the new school of this season.
Yes.
We started with Galley Academy, then we went to Belfry. Now we've got a new school here, so I would say, that the expectations should be a little bit high here if they've been seeing the last couple of weeks of Fired Up Friday.
Yeah, the luxury that Capital will have is 3 seasons worth of pep rallies that they can look back on and see, okay, how did this school do it? How did that school do it? Whereas like the first year, when everybody was brand new doing it for the first time, everyone was just kind of making it up as they went. But we met with them, a couple of weeks ago to kind of go over it with them, how it works, all the logistics, and try to give them some ideas. I sent them our documentaries. I sent them links to all the previous ones, and so we'll see what kind of ideas they can pull and make it their own. But even though it's their first one, I don't worry about them because they have a lot to base this thing off of. And as long as the kids show up and have a good time, we can do TV with that.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's obviously this is about the kids and giving them that opportunity to showcase their schools, to shine a little bit, if you will, in our morning broadcasts and really show off what our area has to cover, because every school is a little bit different, but at the same time, all of these schools, are kind of their own tight-knit communities of themselves. So it's really neat to see what kind of different things they add to their own cultures and really what you bring out of people whenever they come out to those ball games on Friday night. So definitely something that we'll be looking forward to here on the WSAZ desk as well. But I know you're excited for it, even though I know you're still probably trying to catch up on some sleep from this weekend.
Always.
But of course, always remember you can catch Joseph on WSAZ Sports Plus here on the WSAZ app every Tuesday at 6:30, and of course, Fired Up Friday at Capitol High School, going to be airing this Friday at 6 a.m. on WSAZ today. So any parting thoughts there, JP?
I'm just ready to get after it again. This is our 3rd one, right? And I think we have 12 scheduled, so this one and then 9 more. So
almost a fourth of the way there, I should say. Right?
I guess almost. I'm not keeping track as far as percentage-wise go and fractions and all that. That's too much math. But we're early in it. It's been fun already, and we've got plenty more to go. So exciting time.
All right, Joseph, thanks so much for joining us here, and thank you for joining us here on the WSAZ Now Desk. We'll see you back here next time, and remember, you can always get the news on your smartphone by downloading the WSAZ app. We'll see you next time.